The following is based on real events, related claims as well as yet to be confirmed reports, and is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Hello and welcome to Breaking Bidehul. I'm your host, Scott Volche. My partner, Eva, is on assignment. I'm so glad you joined us. This program and upcoming series is going to give you so much information you are not going to get anywhere else. I hope I can get it out. I may talk quickly. I may talk softly, and it may be very conversational and lacking structure as I need to work out a rough draft. There is so much information to tell you. I'm approaching what would be conspiracy radio with a fact-based news approach. So we're going to go with testimony, actualities in the future. I expect to have guests, and you'll hear more and more. Right now, I want to provide you with a summary, and it may take me a couple of programs to do so. But the show, we're going to start, I guess, with the title. The program is Breaking Bidehul. Oh, and most importantly, to know that none of this will occur if it's not about God, if I don't keep it about love and mercy. I'm providing help, but this is going to be very, very difficult, and I need you. And this is going to be teamwork. And when you hear the subject matter, you're going to realize it's very important. So bear with me. And I don't know if they're going to pull me down from the platforms if anyone hosts us. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how to. I'll try so hard to keep it clean. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of rage and sorrow. Expose. There are Russian words you will hear in this program, and exposure is a big one. PETR-PREZ. But the program's title is Breaking Bidehul. That means Bidehul is Russian for baby lover. I have to check it exactly, but it's very, very important to know that. And when I say breaking, I thought about healing, and basically we're bringing help. And if it's not about love and mercy, trying to keep it about God and helping, loving my enemy, and doing what I can do. I should be able to expose some of the things we've come across. We will learn more in testimony. We will be hunted, and we will be so this is really good, and it's going to be a challenge for me. I'm used to doing brief newscasts to get this out and to get the information out before you tune out or they take it down. So I'll do my best. They say that even the most hated radio conspiracy host, Alex Jones, got some things right. They say they're learning it now. So some of these conspiracy theories that we're hearing are crazy sounding, just nuts. Very, very scary funding sources behind it all, and you'll hear the references and you'll hear it bleed over into things that make more sense and things you will see. I will show you where to go and what to see, and you too can join the conversation and ask questions, important questions. So let's get going. Again, please have patience with me. I'll go as fast as possible, and please excuse me when I start using salty language. We're going to be talking about things that aren't pleasant, but they're so important. It's not for children. I would even say a lot of it's not for the ladies, but that's sexist. And the women are mothers, and they need to be there. So as nasty as it gets, I'm not going to hold back, and I know the ladies will get it. The ladies are critical. Or in Russia, babushka, critical. The terms are Russian because that's where this starts. It seems to focus around St. Petersburg, Russia. And I believe in the vernacular, it's PETR. So I'll make references to the place. Bidehul is the character. I guess we should get into it. Bidehul is the name of the person I've given to someone I need to learn more about, and we together will learn because the sources are out there. So there is plenty of things to do. And a lot of the guests are already out there, and they're just sort of beating around the bush. So Bidehul is child lover, if you will. I think our guests will tie it all to Putin in Russia and you'll hear me refer to him as VVP. I will come off as a sympathizer at times, a fan, a traitor. I'm an American. I'm a lover of truth, and the more truth that you learn, it'll blow your mind. Truth always wins. So here we go. Bidehul, I soon hope to use his real name, we will learn together, appears to be the operator of the laundromat. The one Bill Brower, the author and host, talks about, rather guest. He has a book out. He calls himself Putin's number one enemy, and his lawyer was murdered by Putin. So he knows a lot about Red Square in London and this laundromat. And we don't have a time or date yet, but we've made contact with his people, and he would be our first guest. He'll explain more about this laundromat and what people are saying, the overview, and apparently it's all a Putin laundering scheme. And that is how it continues to this day to appear. We're going to learn a lot, and we'll start there with Bidehul, the laundering scheme. This appears to be the operator who's in charge. There's a lot going on at this laundromat, and my subject, my frenemy, you're to love your enemy. That's what it's all about. I can't go on. You have to stop me when I get carried away. My frenemy, we love our enemies. My frenemy is the laundromat operator, from what I can tell. Brower will give us his name. He will tell us all about him. I don't follow it enough. I don't care to. This is a very, very specific angle, and our focus is on one thing, and that is the operator of the laundromat, which has reportedly been set up, allegedly, by Putin and benefits Russia. We're going to learn a lot about that. So much happens at the laundromat where they're making change, whether it's racketeering or counterfeiting, mob activity, CIA activity, Russian Federation activity, the West, other very, very scary funding sources at play. They're all there. The theater has all of them. What is happening at the laundromat? Some of these things that generate funds and are used as vessels to create funding ultimately would be the most topical or interesting is war funding. Is downright scary. Again, overview, where the experts say in law enforcement, we can't get the kingpins, we can get the predators. This program will expose the predators, and we together will roll. We didn't protect them. We didn't defend them. It's time now to fight for them. This show will further expose the sounds of freedom and everything else. There's much more happening at the laundromat. That's my frenemy's kick. That's his personal angle. The children, and all the world of pornography. I don't want to start there or focus there because it's much, much, much bigger. And he and they, who are already taking the money, will try to say it's more than scary deep state money. And the trafficking, we're going to expose what my frenemy is up to. And he knows it's coming. It's help. We're going to help him stop. This program seeks to have those in charge, which include everybody, right, including back home here. We can make the change. We can move our laundromat operator, get a new person to make quarters. Because nobody, no company man, no family man, nobody likes a Skinner. So as I explained to my frenemy, he's lost already. The truth always wins. But it's okay. I'm a sinner. You're a sinner. We all need Jesus. So we'll get into that. It has to be about love. And it has to be about mercy. This is a time for mercy. When he returns will be a time for justice. So I don't know if we are to stand back and say, hey, man, this is all going to happen. I'm just going to get ready for Jesus to come back in the end. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. People say no one cares about the children now. My program is going to prove it. My podcast seeks to prove that no one cares about the children anymore. I'm going to make sure they know the question and they can respond or ignore it. This is it. This is very clear. We will PETR-PREZ. And we'll learn more about the overall scheme that would hurt many, many people. The plan, some say, to blame all the child sex crimes on Russia and VVP, who is planning on blaming the Giri Bemet the gay child of Russia. As VVP said, quote, LGBT child assault, child sexual assault, end quote. But we'll get to the bottom of the story behind that. Bidehu will correct us. One of his most famous handles or usernames is Confucioso on his platform Reddit. He'll tell us all about it and how I'm wrong. He'll correct us. We're going to make a star of Bidehu. Stay tuned. Why, you may ask? Why waste the time? How about those that say that even Hitler could be saved? If that's true, we're going to present something. I don't know if he's as big as Himmler, but he's way up there. And the goal here is to help my brother get home. Breaking Bidehu. It'll be one of the biggest celebrations in heaven ever. That's next time on Breaking Bidehu.
We got her digging in the dirt. Find the places we got her digging in the dirt. Find the places we got her digging in the dirt. Find the places we got her.